and I was like, hey, I'm not that cold.
How many inches are we supposed to get tomorrow?
Yeah. I think less than an inch. Not a big thing, okay. I don't think. A couple of, flurries here or there. Anyway, who cares, right? We'll have, I'm sure that information will come up at some point. We've got the lovely Sam Roberts over at the Big 19 who provides us with our weather, so I'll leave that to her. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. If you want to call us live, 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007. You can use either of those. You send me a text if you like, 35192. Today's Wednesday. Right. For some reason, I've been a day ahead all week. I think
because you had that long Sunday.
Sunday really jammed me up. Yeah,
you were up. That was like 2 days for you.
It was. I was up for like 36 hours or something, and yeah, I think that jammed me up.
That's why.
Because Pat McGann's going to be in here tomorrow, and I'm excited to see him.
The craft store.
Yeah, the whole
You're
store.
thinking of Pat Catan's, Bill. I'm thinking of comedian Pat McGann.
Yeah, I love Pat McGann.
Right? He's doing hilarities this week.
Funny dude.
Yeah. What, Poundcake? What are you saying?
I thought Pat Catan's closed.
They did.
Okay.
Isn't that the joke that Bill just made?
No.
It was he wasn't making a joke.
He's just confused.
Yeah.
Oh. We traffic in humor on this show just so with such regularity that it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, what better way to make a air quotes living? On the other hand, oh boy, you just never know sometimes. You never know where somebody's coming from.
Yeah, we traffic in humor and there's a lot of gridlock.
Right.
I was just very confused because I know a lot of bitches who craft, and I knew they would be delighted if they knew a Pat Catan's was still open.
Do they refer to themselves as crafting bitches, or is that just what you call them? Because
I'm sure they refer to themselves as crafting bitches, and if they don't, they should.
They should do that, is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sure you get something like this at Pat Catan's. Like, you get the materials for this.
Oh,
be careful with that.
For the gazebo diorama?
Yeah.
You can make a diorama.
Where else you going to get little trees and a little gazebo?
Well, I mean, they're not the only game in town. You could go to Michael's. You could go to...
Joanne Fabrics.
Is there a Hobby Lobby around here?
Sure.
I would avoid them as they're well-publicized, very anti-progressive causes. Nevertheless, it is an option to you if you're one of those people.
I think the name of it alone makes me not want to go there. I want to go to a whole store, not just a lobby.
Well, that's where they ask you the questions, too. Boy, you want to talk about tyranny. You walk in, they hand you this clipboard with a bunch of questions on. Listen, I don't recall. We did a bitches song years ago on this show, just trying to get people hip to all kinds. This is before Poundcake was on the show. He would have loved this song. If you didn't know better, you'd think that he wrote the song, right? All kinds of bitches. Because, again, I'm not a fan of the word, but a lot of women will refer to themselves in a variety of ways. I don't think, out of all the bitches that we enumerated in this thing, I don't know that crafting bitches were ever in there. Do you remember hearing the song, Poundcake? Do you remember crafting bitches being in there?
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Ooh, you bitches. Yeah. This one goes out to all the dirty bitches. Ooh, you bitches. Greedy bitches and drug dealing bitches.
I know all three of those.
Ain't got no ass bitches. Dusty trick bitches. Fishy bitches, wet bitches, goofy looking stingy bitches, loud mouth bitches, short hair bitches. Spanish bitches think they all that cause they hair ass bitches. Instigating bitches. What? Litigious bitches. Bitches that ignore you when they know they hear you bitches. Stinky feet bitches. Stanky butt bitches. Slimy grimy bitches.
See, there's a lot in here, but there's... What? Right, the cheesy teeth bitches are the ones that really... Yeah.
That you should not forget about.
Don't forget about them.
What about them bitches pregnant and alone? Bitches waiting by the phone. Bitches thinking that they hard, wearing pajamas out they home.
Yeah, listen, there's all kinds in there, and it
God,
goes
he's a
on and on and
genius.
on.
I love that man.
And I don't, we neglected crafting bitches.
Crafting ass bitches.
I guess so, yeah. Diorama making bitches,
Yeah.
all that stuff. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the new Poundtake podcast, which, is that at alancoxshow.com?
No, it's not. It will be in the break. I didn't get to...
Get it together, dude. Seriously.
I know.
You have
It's like the
half
third
a
week in a
job
row
here.
that,
But I think it's my bad because I don't think I sent it to him last night. Like
Cody,
I know
between the two of you...
quit defending him.
Well, no, but I mean, Poundcake, he does this podcast and it doesn't care if anybody hears it. I don't understand that. I got Kenneth McDykel over there on the video department. Poor Kenneth is over there working hard, and he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
And I really like this episode too.
Well,
the
apparently
Wendy Williams one?
you're going to make Keniv think that you don't like him.
It's a deep dive.
And he's representing the whole McDykel family. So but that's why I asked, because we were talking about this yesterday, that you were going to do. How long is the episode?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Perfect length.
Right. About you, about Sherry Shepherd taking over the Wendy Williams show, and you were going to do a deep dive on it.
Well, that's one part of it. I go into why I like Wendy Williams, what she means to the broadcasting community.
So in much the same way, shouldn't mean anything to me, but I take your point. But in much the same way in which I will likely have to eulogize Rick this weekend, this is essentially your eulogy for the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah, man. Because I hope she comes back. Like, Sherry Shepherd, I'm happy to announce she is the permanent temporary host. She's the permanent guest host.
The hell does that
They're
mean?
not going to have a revolving door of guest hosts. Sherry Shepherd will be the guest host.
Well, that's
until Wendy
illegal.
returns.
That's a legal thing. Wendy's not coming back.
Because they said the name.
Nobody
is in flux.
signs. Yeah, nobody signs on to be a permanent temporary host. Sherry Shepherd signed a contract to host this show. There's no if Wendy returns clause.
I'm not
guaranteed.
I'm not letting it go.
Well, no, listen. You can, hope springs eternal, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So it's 40 minutes of you kind of going over and lamenting the state of that show.
Yeah, what's going on with her? Like, her husband left her. She's going through a really rough time. Apparently, she was naked and masturbating in front of her manager.
Pardon me?
That was a story that hit the headlines. I think she paid a lot of people off to keep that secret. During the time that she was in quarantine and she was doing at-home Wendy, she was doing the show from her penthouse apartment in New York.
When she was just eating ribs, right?
They said she was going through a really tough time. She was drinking a lot, and she was drunk either after or before the taping, and she stripped naked and was, patting the pat, and...
Oh, I bet that's a mess.
Her
naked?
Ew.
Oh, God bless you, but...
In front of her manager, in front of her, like, a bunch of other, like, show people.
Yeah.
And so they paid to keep them silent, but obviously news still leaks when it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I bet she didn't pay one thin gilder to keep that silent, by the way.
Probably has insurance.
You're going to write people a check to not talk about you flicking the bean in front
A
of
non-disclosure
who cares?
agreement.
This guy over here.
Let me know how that insurance works for that kind of situation.
Bill Clinton had it. What you talking about?
God, we just finished watching. They finally dropped the rest of those episodes.
Oh,
of
they
that
did? Okay.
Impeachment on Hulu.
I got to catch up on that.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, okay. I mean, I lived through it, so I was interested. It's more stunt casting than anything else.
But help me understand that, though. How do rich people have insurance for the bad things that they do?
What do you mean
I've never
insurance?
even heard of that.
Rich people have money, and if you have people that you hope will stay quiet, you will offer them money. People who don't.
But in the show, they talk about it.
You'll notice rich people can never pay off other rich people, right? Because they're like, I don't need you to pay me off. I have a lot of money, and.
But in the show, they say that. They said, I want Bill Clinton to give me the lady who he allegedly sexually assaulted. What was her name again?
Pick one. Paula Jones.
Paula Jones.
Yeah, they came out of the woodwork once Paula Jones.
It was
stepped
Paula
up.
Jones. She said, I want a written apology, and she's like, the money is just, icing on the cake.
Yeah,
She's
her
like,
husband wanted the money.
And he was like, well, Bill Clinton's lawyer said it'll probably come out of his insurance if he pays you off.
Yeah.
So what does he mean by insurance?
Well, there were probably clauses, or he was the president then. She was making an allegation against him when he was the governor of Arkansas. So it's not when he was the president. It's not when he was in the Oval Office that was going on. He saved that for Miss Lewinsky.
Well, I just hear the same things about Harvey Weinstein. Like, he paid people, he had an
There's
insurance.
like rape insurance?
Well, no, but
I'm not saying rape insurance, but for
it's personal liability insurance.
Okay, that's
and I'm
what I mean.
sure that you can get all kinds of clauses in there. Like morals clauses and things like that. I don't know. Alan, if Bill doesn't like Hobby Lobby, he's going to hate the pastime foyer. Boy, don't go over there. I get a break. I will have another $1,000 for you. Maybe you can pay off yourself to keep yourself quiet about something. It's a chance to go fund yourself. $1,000 coming up at 2:30. If you want to text for anything else here, you can do that 35192, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.